Hey, Asha.
Hey, Samika. How you doing?
Hey,
We're
how you
live.
feeling? How you feeling? You
Good. I'm
feeling
feeling
good?
good. We did it. We did it.
Girl, we did do it. Like prime time for us and them. We did it.
We did it.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm rested.
Are you rested?
I'm
I'm
rested.
rested.
I'm
I'm
rested.
rested.
I think we did it. I think we did it. I don't know if anybody's watching with us. I don't know if we should wait for people to hop on, but we came on to see.
No, no.
This is where
Yeah,
we hang out.
we chatting.
This is
Yeah, we just hanging out.
this is
The
where we hang
recap.
out on Facebook. Yes. So I feel good. Dun-dun-dun.
I feel good too. I feel
You
good.
know,
The girls feel good. You dancing?
I was
Yes, the
singing I
girls
feel
feel
good.
good.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I just love you. I just love you. I just love you.
Oh my goodness. Yes. It was that was exciting.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So yes, so we're gonna start out with thank yous. We're gonna start out with a recap. What are we gonna do? We're gonna let's do our thank yous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. That we eat.
Thank you, God. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
God.
God.
Because
Thank you, God.
for the vision, for the provision,
The perseverance,
the perseverance,
the
and and,
protection.
and everything was really easy. Like it was very clear that we were not driving. Like, because I know a
It
lot of people are like, "How did you all do this in 5 days?" God, we did
was 5
not
days.
do this by ourselves. Like, so I think that's definitely the first that we both had the faith to be obedient to what we were
Just jump out there. Yes, to be obedient. To be
obedient.
obedient. It was crystal clear. It was easy. It was purposeful. It was fun, right? And it served a purpose, a huge purpose, a bigger purpose than I think I
Same
even was.
here. Yeah, you bargain for one thing and then something else totally happens. But that's what happens when God is in control. So we definitely have to acknowledge that. Definitely our families. We'll
Thank
definitely
you, family.
thank you, families. Thank you. You know, my children, my son has been feeding me and taking care of, making sure I'm eating. My daughter's making sure I'm rested and in between her classes. She agreed to come on, even though there was a lot of homework. My extended family, my dad has been supportive and praying, and baby
I
sister
see you
came
that jump
on.
on. I see you that jump on.
Yeah, my big sister, you know, my nieces, my everybody.
The whole family. It's a whole family event
Yeah,
when something like this goes down.
it is. And your family, oh my goodness. I remember we were up at midnight one night, and I think
Mm-hmm.
your husband brought you tea or dinner.
We
Like
did.
we hadn't moved from the computer, and I just thought that even that small gesture of love, like that stuff is priceless. And those are the things that people don't
I'm
see.
gonna ask this on live.
Hello,
Tasha.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
about. We're talking about National Girl Power Day. We're just thanking the families, and we were saying it's a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah,
So
they pretty much did without you for the week. So thank you for loaning.
Oh no, thank you.
For,
I appreciate you stepping in and stepping up and helping her do what she's
rocking it
trying to do
out,
at the
right?
beginning and rocking it out. I think every time I tuned in, you gave me energy. Um, uh,
that's what I tried.
it definitely turned into something amazing. I think when she introduced it, I was thinking something small scale, and you guys really blew it out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you for it and continuing to work and working with these kids. You know, our community needs more and more people that are willing just to take 5-10 minutes at a time. It doesn't take you dedicating your life, you know, to being a
Right.
mentor. Whatever you have to give, as we talked over the last couple of months about, I don't know if she shared this with you. Have you shared with Asha about?
No,
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm on live just so you
Oh,
know. But go
so
ahead. Go ahead.
so look, you know, expanding Culture Collective is
Okay.
actually adding a voice program, and as we've talked about that, you know, and I've approached some of the gentlemen.
Yay. Pom-pom.
Approached some of the gentlemen that I was interested in becoming mentors or being a part of the program. One of their biggest objections was, I don't have anything to offer. Let me tell you guys, whoever is out there watching, that is not true.
Thank
Everyone has something to offer. if it's nothing but 5 minutes to listen to a kid, to listen to a young man, listen to a young woman, and give them a little bit of guidance about a situation they're going through, you played your part. These things don't have to be earth-moving things.
Yeah.
We all play a small part, and as those small parts come together, I don't know if you guys remember Voltron. I'm a nerd, number one.
You're talking to the right ones. That's what we've been saying it all week.
It takes all of the pieces assembling. You know, all of those pieces separately. It really you're not as powerful as you can be. You can move some things, you can do some things, but it does take everybody coming together. All of those little pieces. And you choose your village, you choose your community, you choose wisely. There are people out there who need you. There are people out there who need your guidance. There are people out there who need to understand, or kids out there who need to hear your failures so that they know how to avoid those. If we can offer nothing else to a child, we can tell them what not to do. Everyone has something to offer. Everybody needs to pick up the flag. Now is the time. There's not going to be this big revelation. Jesus, I promise you, is probably not going to come and knock at your door and ask you to do this personally. You're going to have to find it in your heart to understand that you are enough. We tell the kids all the time, they're enough. As adults, understand that you're enough. Every little bit of difference you can make, go ahead and start now.
Thank you. That's a whole word.
I killed you yesterday. I was really impressed. I was impressed with all the guests. Always impressed with the girls. It was awesome to see some of those faces come back that I remember as little faces from 5th and 6th grade, and now they're talking about graduating from college. My Dr. Taylor Potter, Jasmine. I mean, there was just so many of them that I remember from little girls, and I looked through the pictures and. It's awesome to know that an impact was made and that we played any small part in it. I really played a small part, but this one here and the work that you guys do, I think it's amazing. I encourage you to keep it up. I do know that this isn't work that you get to feel like you actually accomplished something in the moment. But seeing those young ladies circle back around to want to be a part of a growing community and want to impart knowledge and share what they've learned, that's the goal.
That's
the goal. We're building a community. That's the work. And to see them come back and want to be a part of it and continue to be a part of it and pay it forward, that makes it all worth it. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting.
That was a word. We lost. Bye guys. Bye guys. No.
Well, I am gonna bye. Got work to do, but I do love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you. That was
for that.
Where's the mic?
Can't drop the mic. Just like that, like boom. Just like that.
No, seriously. And I think that like he said so much there because that was really the theme of the day. The theme of the day was really one, showing up. So I know we were definitely thanking our families. And one of the things that he talked about was that what you can give is what you can give. So we have teams that this whole thing possible. Although you saw our faces on Saturday, although some of them were in the comments, a lot of them were commenting and making sure that our pages were up.
Girls,
they may not have been on camera. I know Rochelle was on, but Zion was on. So two of the Beauty Time mentors were on, and I know some of the women have been a lot of people have been speakers for yours. So you did get to see some of the faces, but there are a lot of people who are the invisible backbone of these programs. So we definitely want to thank them. I know we're not doing a lot of name dropping right now because we're still running on a high, and what I don't want to do is miss anybody.
No.
Charge our head and not our heart. We're doing very general thank you, very general recaps. You all have already gotten texts, you've gotten emails, there'll be more love poured because this is a ongoing process, right? But
yes, I thought it was coming down, but he didn't just took me way up.
Yeah, way up. I know, right? Excited again because it doesn't take a lot, and that was definitely the theme. It was definitely clear.
It doesn't take a lot to do. It doesn't take a lot to make a huge impact.
No. Not at all.
Those segments were
show up
20 minutes at most, and those children and the people watching got so much out of 20 minutes.
Show up.
So much. Just show up, and show out. That's what they do. And I felt so just blessed and honored because it is a privilege to be able to work in this.
Yeah.
And to be able to actually see, I was able to see, like, because a lot of times you run events and you running.
Yeah.
So many people there, but being able to hear bits and pieces of like, I feel better. That made me feel good. I understand now. Thank you for that. Like, I'm able to actually sit in on these workshops that actually happen online because
Yeah,
when
we're
you're
in the background.
I don't see anything. I'm like, okay, I was there for 15 seconds, but this was actually awesome because the impact was there.
Yeah, we got and to even see the fruits of our labor. The aerials and the hey Brianna, hey. Thank you for being on. Thank you, Latoya. That's one of my long-term mentors. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole hey Sean, beauty time. Yes, y'all are rocking with us. Yes. Absolutely. 2021 is a thing. Literally, it's happening. It's happening because this is the beauty of it is, and actually, you know what, Samika, we really didn't really set up who we were, talk a little bit about what we do. So let's
go ahead. Tell me about Asha. We didn't.
Let's do a couple more thank yous because we definitely were kind of. Oh no. Let's set up who we are and then keep doing our thank yous because every time we get on, we get excited and we forget, to tell us who we are. I'm Asha Watson, the president of Beauty Time. What time is it? It's
Beauty Time.
Yes. So a nonprofit organization that will be 7, and I say 7 years old. I don't say 7-year anniversary because it really is a labor of love. Like that's my other baby. My youngest child is Beauty Time, the organization. So like literally that's the thought process. And so May 6th will be 7. So you'll be we're ramping up. We got stuff in the way because there's some stuff that's coming up. Yes, birthday party.
Yes.
So stay tuned because we've got some stuff going on, but definitely. So Beauty Times, our pillars are Christ, confidence, and character. We're an organization that is empowering young women to know that they are beautiful inside and out, that every time of the day they are beautiful. Even when you don't feel pretty, you are beautiful. Because sometimes we forget the two, right? We think that beauty is something superficial, but beauty is really how you make someone feel. It makes me, I think of a lot of things that I heard, but one of the things that I appreciate Jawan saying is, every time you came on, you gave energy. I understood what your vision was, and I latched onto it and said, how do I help my sister? And she said, oh, well, no, you're not helping. We're locking arms. We're doing this together. Yes. So in that, I also understood that a part of my responsibility was to make sure that, especially when you inflate someone's vision, don't give them let's do 5 hours.
Right. Yes.
Someone else to do it. No. Okay, let's do 5 hours, and then let me open my Rolodex. Let me make some phone calls. Let me send some emails. Let's make this happen together. So that's powerful, and that's really what Beauty Time, the organization, is about. I'm an author, a speaker, a poet. I write.
You got your book?
Yes, I got my books. My baby's back here. So this is Transfer, Please. It's my first book of short stories. I call it Short Story Tree. And then this is You Are So Beautiful, a poem that I wrote for my nieces and nephews.
You gotta get that book. You gotta get those books.
Thank you. Yes. We got some reading to do. And then I'm So Beautiful.
Yes. And the covers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and these are my other babies. My nieces and nephews are in here. They're actual faces. We want you. And then there's American Sign Language alphabet in there because I want to make sure that they learn different.
That is beautiful.
How to communicate. So those are the books. That's what I do. But Beauty Time is also, nonprofit. People think running a nonprofit is like a side thing, but a nonprofit is a business. It's a business that has to profit. It costs money to feed girls. It costs money to do camp. It costs money to do the things that God has laid in our heart to do. So we need support. Saturday we were intentional about not asking because we knew what we were doing, but
right.
It does take a village to raise these children. So if in any way you're interested in being a part of these villages, please let us know. But that's who Beauty Time is. If you follow us at beautytime.org, send us an inbox. We'll make sure that you can get connected, or you can follow me on any social media at Asha J. Watson.
Right there. I dropped it.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Appreciate that. And then my pen name is Purple Rain, REIGN. So yeah, I might be doing a piece for you guys later. We talked about something like that. Maybe we'll close out with that. Okay. Yeah. So who are you? Who are you? And how did we get here? Like, tell the story. Tell the story.
Well, I don't know the story. I don't know if we had time to tell the story. It's a lot of stories, but I am Samika Melton, and I am the founder of the Girls and Women Alliance. It was birthed out of the curriculum of the Dear Girls Academy. So we are one. And I'm also the co-founder with Juwan, who just left, for Culture Collective Camps. And what we do actually at the Girls and Women Alliance is we serve girls and women with resources, education, support, with an urgent focus on girls who are directly affected by domestic violence, poverty, and incarceration. So that's what we do. That's what we do in a whole. So anything that you think about a girl writing in her diary from age 8 to age 80, we tackle those situations. And what happens is our urgent focus is to close that gap of opportunity and education and achievement. So we fill that with education and literacy all throughout the year. And then summer camp turned into I was going to say a monster, but not even, it turned into a beautiful flower of its own. So that is a tree. And thank you, Asha. Yes. It turned into an acacia tree.
Yeah.
Tree of its own. And it is, of course, we know that we go canoeing and swimming and all the fun stuff, but it's not light work, right? We are having life classes at camp, just like we do at the Girls and Women Alliance. We are teaching anything, all the things that you've seen here. That's what we do at camp. Everything that came to the Girls and Women Alliance or came to National Girl Power Day, we do that at camp, and we do it with a team of women. Like, no way we could have a sleepaway summer camp curriculum with the impact that we know we need in our communities without a team. So it is the ultimate girls experience because of the ultimate women that come and invest in the children, whether the time or
more women.
We always need more women. We need more volunteers. Always. We also need more team members. We need more board members. We need a lot. We need advisory. We need resources. So whatever your gifts are, if you are interested in breaking cycles of domestic violence, if you are interested in breaking cycles to further the community, to strengthen the community, invest in the child.
Well, that's how you drop your website under there so that they can sign up at the website.
Sign on the website.
The website. Yeah. So log on the Girls and Women's Alliance, because it's critical that the right people, right? We can't trust right people. It's not light that people trust us with their children. That's more valuable than giving me your ATM card. Diamonds. Yeah. So we don't take that lightly at all. So we're not just recruiting anybody. But it's also not perfect people. Nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. But definitely
character, right? We can train the curriculum. We can train on activities. We are recruiting character and purpose, integrity. So all those things, we're gonna screen that out. And passion. Right? We don't want to drag you over here, right? We want you to come willingly. So that's what we do in short. And then we have some books somewhere. Where are the books?
Yeah. The books. Real quick too, because you hinted at the books. Can you talk a little bit about your accreditation? Because that's a big deal, ma'am.
That is a big deal. That is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yes. So we were just accredited this summer. We've been doing camp for 10 years, and we decided to get accredited. So we are the first camp known to intentionally serve children who are directly affected by domestic violence, poverty, and homelessness. But bigger than that, we are the only camp who is owned, operated, and occupied by women and girls of color. So, we just, it took a village, right?
Yeah.
It took a village. Like that thing was not easy. Like it was not an easy task. It was not even what I thought it was, and only because of the grace of God and all the people that you've seen. One right here, Jawan and Nurse Tanya, Shola, they helped so much, and I couldn't even begin to even tell you. But a lot of people that you've seen on the screen, either in the comments, on the screen, or unseen, like it took a village to get that done, and it is something that I actually do need to make time to actually tell people and put it out there, because it is a huge accomplishment for the village, not for just Culture Collective, but for the village, because summer camp is something that our kids don't really get a chance to attend, whether through opportunity or through finances, right? So that's what we do.
One thing I'm gonna do is run my mouth about you. You've learned that already. That absolutely, yes. And then your book. So you talked about things that girls and women might write in their journal. Can you tell us about
this one? This is the Facts of Life. It is everything that every girl deserves to know. And then this is my baby right here. This is my baby. You see all the sticky notes. We go through this all the time. Like, activate your girl power.
Yeah, that's.
See, can you see it? Activate your girl power.
We'll drop some links in the comments. Links, support.
Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it on my website. So that's what we do. But that's it.
Nice. Yes. So that's us. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Outside of all of this, learning nonprofit families and all that kind of stuff. Because visions, big visions come to people that God can trust them. So sometimes it's an honor. Sometimes it's not. Doesn't feel like one so much. For sure. This week, for sure, it definitely felt like an honor.
Yeah, because you can think it up, but you need some people to actually get in purpose and excellence.
Yeah. So speaking of which, the people and the excellence. Oh my goodness, that list, ma'am, the list. I mean, when I think of who said yes in 5 days, and
no, but not even 5 days. Not even in 5 days. We
started talking, right?
But yes, and some people said,
immediately. And they were patient with us. They understood that several of them gave us gifts. They gave us links. They gave us things that to share with you all. So we'll definitely. Yes, please come on back. Come on back.
Thank you, Wanda.
And that's another one. That's loving on us all day. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
She shows out. Make sure you follow her. She shows out.
Please do. I sure will. Giving us energy all day. That was inspiring. And even having people that were watching and liking. To the speakers, to everyone that said yes. Let's lean in.
No, you see me? I was about to get real serious.
Real serious. Because we've been silly. Let me put these pom-poms down. Ladies, we had okay, wait. No, okay, so we can't do that seriously. There is absolutely no way we could have had any idea what God was doing on Saturday. What happened was the idea was to create on-screen mentoring moments, and you never know what's going to happen. Like you really don't know. You don't know what. Had an idea we kind of had an idea what most of the girls were going to say, but we don't know what the response is and how much you all are going to give. And each and every one of you gave more than we asked you for, and way more. Like continue to give and connect me with her and built networks and pulled deep down when you were giving answers. You could see the thoughtfulness, you could see the love, you could see the thank you,
the passion. You could see that they were very grateful for that moment. Yeah, right. Very grateful. What happens is we have the vision, and then God brought the increase, just like that. Just boom, okay, you want this, okay, boom, you just want that, just like that. It was so to watch it unfold that way, and to know that those children and those women got so much more than they bargained for, like in the split second.
Yeah. Okay. We got to move from that part, because that thing, I'm floored by that. Everything from everything, every poem, the Zumba, we didn't do Zumba, the dance fitness and the yoga and the speakers and there was so much energy. Everybody showed all the way up. I think I see Liara's.
And we're excited to do so.
Oh my
excited. God. You know what happens? And I have to speak on this. What happens is, a lot of time, more often than not, we think, some people feel that mentoring is kind of like a nice thing to do for fun.
Yeah.
And they don't actually get to see mentoring in action. And it was from beginning to end, like those children were coming in from, as they said, elementary and middle school, and then they were still here graduating all the way through college and high school. And you could see the mentoring moments just coming full circle. Yeah. Financially, mental health.
Brianna and Felicia, like the way that whole conversation.
Yes.
And
the college setting, right?
Some of it, but I didn't know all of it. And I learned something from everyone, including the girls, like their courage, their tenacity. Like, I'm excited. I know we're in a space right now where we're feeling some kind of way about the class of 2020, not knowing there's uncertainty about what that looks like. But I can honestly say, from what I saw on Saturday, they're going to be their future is so.
They are going to thrive.
One, because one thing we definitely saw was we saw who's in their corner. Like, they learned that their village expanded on Saturday. We watched that happen, but just how they showed up. I mean,
they show up.
That's our board. Those are our boards. Those are our teachers and our facilitators and all that kind of stuff. Amazing. Absolutely.
I often say that, there are future athletes and politicians and business owners and CEOs and artists that come to camp. These are future people. And that was the evidence of what happens. And when you invest in a child and a young woman and then an older woman, like throughout the cycle of life, then that becomes so normal, because what we did was not the exception to the rule. And I keep saying that because I feel like it's something that's so out of the box. And it doesn't have to be that way. The struggle does not have to be the struggle. And them being able to network with women who have been there or looking to go there, it was priceless. You can say that is life impacting things, and you can actually give advice or give, this is what, like Juwan said, like, this is what I did wrong.
Yeah,
this is what I did wrong.
That I think of everything that I got was that the willingness to see that happen, and also the experience of us being able to see some of that financial piece, that whole situation. And it was funny because we were each attached to one of the women, so we knew what each of them brought to the table, and our original thought process
still was blown away, right?
Collaborate them, because the when we see how we function, we know what we bring to the table. It's like the collaboration in that moment, like that whole thing, like, she's a billionaire, Taylor is a billionaire, we're speaking it whatever number, because who she has in her corner financially right now, it by itself, she's a billionaire. So Taylor, we will be looking.
Taylor, they said
Taylor Potter is sponsoring National Girl Summit 20 something, because she'll be able to, because financially it's not going to be nothing for her to be able to do that. Because what I loved about it was not just what they said, but she was a sponge. She was ready. So God orchestrated that. We had bits and pieces of the story, and he saw the whole thing. I'm completely, I can't wait to see them in a room when we do Summit 2021.
Yeah.
And we're actually in breakout rooms, and you get 45 minutes an hour with these people.
Oh yeah, this was at
This
glance.
was a snippet. This was a glance. This was a test. Is the mic on? Y'all ain't even heard the speech. Like, the truth of the matter, that's the truth. We gave each segment, that was 10 minutes. They were on screen for about 10 minutes, maybe a little more. 10 minutes.
And that's all it takes.
Melanie,
That's all it takes.
that's all it takes. And that's
you don't have to sign on for your whole lifetime. You don't have to give up, but you do have to give your best. And when people show up in their best, in their gift, in their strength,
anything is possible. Anything is possible. And Kaniki said it in her piece, and that's one of my favorite lines. She said, everything.
Everything is possible.
Yes,
everything.
That's one of my favorite poems for her.
Hey, Melanie.
Hey, so definitely. So we thank the parents, to every person that logged on, that shared,
commented,
that liked, that commented, and
thank you.
Thank you. Some of it we may never see. We were looking at some of the numbers, and it's in total over 3,100 views.
Over 3,800.
Over 3,800.
Oh yes, and that scared me because I've never been live before.
It's our first live, but if you're gonna do it, yeah, and as you see, you'll be seeing us more, individually and separately, because now the training wheels are off. We're in race cars. We went driving in race cars with our driver's permit.
With our permit.
So once
we're in NASCAR right now. We're in NASCAR. We just
NASCAR. If you can do if you learn in 200 miles an hour, then we good. We good. Like, we got this.
Yeah, we're good.
So this is definitely we've been talking about this for years in a physical form, and the provision of the timing, and just seeing opportunity and allowing God to have his way with what he was trying to do. That was really an opportunity for him to show us, yes, ladies, if you give it to me, give me these little 5 fish and 2 loaves of bread, and watch what I do. So what is going to happen when we show up with some steak and some potatoes? What he going to make? With some salmon and some salad, like that whole situation in itself too. So we are grateful. I mean, hopefully, I know Saturday you saw energy and all that kind of stuff, but today, the theme is definitely gratitude. Definitely gratitude that you all stuck with us. A lot of you logged in for very long. I mean, y'all hung with us on Saturday.
They did.
We
in there, interacted, came back, told people, reshared, like they did it. And that's the village, right? That's the village, because you can think it up, you can plan it out, but if the people don't come and invest, you done just had a great idea.
Yeah, that's it. And it was to be the two of us talking to each other, and we would have been content with it. But that's really what it is. So we're excited. And I a lot of you have probably heard me say it. Harriet Tubman is one of. Yes, we shared this. It's so fun. When we started talking about this, she was like, I feel the same way. But she is definitely someone that if I'm not biologically related to her, somewhere in my ancestral line, I know I am.
I feel like I am.
The mentality, definitely not one. Once they're attached, we're not losing one. Not to depression, not to dropping out of school, not to baby. We're not losing any.
They're gonna rise above expectations.
Thank you, Ariel. And together, like, that was all of the women. Like, we didn't do that by ourselves at all, and that's gratitude. But we really, 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 and the only way we can't lose one is if there are people filling in the holes. Like, right?
Yes,
that whole segment, that was completely, I couldn't do it, but we knew who to ask. Like, so it was us being able to look at who was in our network, who was in our wingspan, who's right and left,
yes.
and they
in the room.
Yes. They said yes. So when we call you and we ask you, please trust that we've thought about it, we've talked about it.
We thought about it, and we're
About it.
We pray about it, but being intentional. And I think that was one of the things that blew me away personally, because we were very intentional on the who and the what and the why. And when they came, they didn't just come, they came, right? And the girls also, they came. So everyone came with intentions and they were ready. And I'm just like, that the impact and the things that were interrupted because of this.
Yes.
The things that were interrupted and the things that were sown for this, you got to get it. Like, you got to get it. So
I love it.
Emotionally, it was a lot. It still is a lot. But I'm just so grateful to be able to work within this space. I'm so grateful to be able to work with you. I'm so grateful for the village who show up. I'm so grateful for the village who will show up, because everyone knows that I talk about the village, the village, the village, the village, the village. I will preach that until forever, for 100 forever. The truth of the matter is the village is in trouble, right? But the village is out there. So it is time for us to reclaim, rebuild, and rethink our responsibility to the village, right? Yeah. All hands on deck. Like, it's all hands on deck. Like, nope, not on our watch. We're going to do what we can do together.
And even that, like when we talk about synergies, it's funny because the village is in your logo. I have a parenting group called The Village. So yes. The thing that it's amazing how aligned, and that's why I think that's part of why it works. So we were able to each other with the movement, because neither one of us is wondering where the other angle is coming from. None of that kind of stuff. So I thank you for that. I hope, like, if we did nothing else but dispel the whole housewives of
everywhere. Yes.
Saturday, we shut that all the way down. There was none of that. And you know how many women, I mean, there were only over 40 women. I think it was about 30-something, 40 women on Saturday, women and girls, all love.
And so the beautiful thing, just like this beautiful thing between us, it's a kinship, it's a sisterhood, it is a bond that I'm like, whoo, thank God. I've been at all this time, but the beautiful thing is they were powerhouse women that some of them knew each other, some of them did not, but they came together. Like, you have two councilwomen, one from Virginia, one from Maryland, and this is it. And both so powerful and giving the information, ready to serve. And they're not just council people; they are workers of the community. They are public servants about the village.
In their rights, and they showed up to that is inspiring.
They're like, okay, do I have your information? Okay, all right, let's make sure we stay connected. They fall apart. Like, that's what I love. I love the connection. I love the village. I love to see the village work.
And even with the girls, I think that was some of the things too. So there's connection. Like, a lot of them, when we do these things, like you do summer camp, so they may not see each other as often and all that other kind of stuff. So, we're gonna. She's got some stuff coming up, so don't think you're not gonna hear from her, because no, we're not waiting until summer to stay connected.
No.
So I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right, because no, there will be some requests in between now and then. But it's definitely important that even we nurture the healthy relationships between the girls. So when they grow up, they look like this. They do this. They make sure they're their sister's keeper, because that's also nurtured and ingrained in the program. That's why one of my favorite segments, honestly, was Ariel and Zion. As much as they were kind of, but they literally grew up in the program together. So that whole thing, that's a blessing.
Oh, yes.
Opportunity. And it was funny because that wasn't intended. It was we had a lot of people knocking at the living room door, so we had to go out and handle the guests. But God saw something different. And so it was interesting, the text messages that I got back from our mentors. They caught that moment. I didn't catch it because we were doing something different, but they saw
I didn't catch it either. Like, I didn't catch it. So the college segment, I did not realize that Tiana, who is now graduating from high school, and Armani, who is now graduating from college, they grew up in the program together. And I didn't realize when putting it together, like, okay, this is it. And so to see the adults give their, their seeds to Tiana, and then here come Armani saying, oh, I can answer that too. And then she said, I feel better. It was a full circle. Like, it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. And one thing that we don't take it lightly, that the world is dealing with so much right now. We are dealing with so much with the pandemic that's going on. So I know to have their senior years, just like, it's a lot of uncertainty. And to have this moment, I know it meant a lot to them. They said so in their course.
Yeah.
To be able to pause for a child, like, or pause for one another, like, it's something that is life-saving and life-changing and life-impactful.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm elated. I appreciate you. Love you. I look forward to working with you. There are so many. I can't wait till outside opens back up. You already know.
Yes. But outside,
but we have so much to share with you all. This was the beginning of some things that now we're in go mode. Like I said, Valentine's birthday is coming up. We got some things that are.
Birthday again?
May 6th.
May 6th.
May 6th.
So follow the hashtag, and you're gonna show us how we can get to the party.
How to get
to the party.
Yeah, and of course, y'all have already met me now. I'm 5 hours, so go big or go home. So trust Beauty Time is going to show out together. So your girls
will be there.
Your girls, yeah. So it's definitely in cahoots. Sisters in Ambition. That's a sister organization. Those young ladies, Rochére's Girls in Chicago with Purpose Revealed. So all of it is collaborative. I'll be sending information to all organizations on how to connect and to get your girls in, because it really is a matter of all of us locking arms. I want every Beauty Time girl to come to summer camp like that. We've been talking about that for years.
Yes.
How to make that happen
forever. Yes.
Writing the grant. So if our girls can't afford it, we want to make sure it happens, and it's going to happen. I have absolutely
every girl who wants to come. It's going to happen. We're going to make sure they go. Yes.
It's in the room. So if you're interested in helping make that happen, hit us up. Let us know if you know how to do the paperwork. If you know somebody that knows somebody. If your cousin.
Hey, beautiful Tanya.
Hey, how are you? Your cousin or your sister, your auntie, somebody that might be willing to help us. Let us know. If y'all Oprah, Ellen, tag them. We here for it, all of it.
Yes.
Because it really does take a village, and we have a lot of work to do. Like this was small compared to what we know we're called to do. And so a couple things have happened. So we have some links. I know Gabby Bowes gave us a discount. She was on Saturday. She 50% off of a hair care bundle. That's amazing. That's beautiful. We're going to drop that link in the comments. Nativa gave us the link to her group. Laura gave us information for her group. Nativa has a free credit class that was gifted. We actually had another organization afterwards that saw what we were doing and sent us, we have this book. Hold on. Remember I showed you the coloring book?
Girl, yes.
So we have the Hey Brown Girl
coloring
book. So they wanted to get in on this, saw what we were doing. So if you have anything you want to share.
Look at that. I want to color that.
I know, right? I am gorgeous. So there's a website called 5 Free Pages. We're going to make sure to log that in there. You can download some free pages to color up front, but definitely figure out how to get a copy of the coloring book. So thank you to the organization that gave us that, Fitz Hardnett, and
thank you for our sponsors.
And our sponsors, we have people who did things. There's a bank or credit union or somebody's working with us. So definitely, we'll shout them out.
Yes, Northwest Federal Credit Union. They are amazing. Bank with them, trust them. They are amazing. Northwest Federal Credit Union is everything.
Yeah.
They believe in us. They believe in us. They work with us. So sponsorships matter. If you have the ability to work with sponsorships, grants, all that great stuff, work within your gifts, please, Asha and I, we need folks that can work within their gifts so that we can actually do the programming. So it's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Nonprofit. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So can I close this out with the piece that kind of sums up? Remember the one piece?
Did I dim the lights? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna do the one piece. I don't know if anybody's on, but hey, we'll do it.
We're gonna do it for one.
We're gonna do it for fun.
Go ahead.
I think it sums up. It definitely sums up the day. So.
We're leaving in 2 minutes, y'all. Pay attention.
All right. There's something supernatural about the moment when a brown girl realizes she's beautiful. It's like the stars align. I guess that's why we call it Black Girl Magic. Personified manifestation of God's imagination, living, breathing prototype of both creator and creation. Healers, nurturers, life bringers, survivors, thrivers, lovers, leaders, warriors, bosses, and billionaires. We can do anything, be anything, face anything, solve anything, and fix anything. Everything about us is a whole vibe. Our temples and our minds, such beautiful beings. No wonder the world can't stop staring. We are the true standard of beauty. The Kardashians are simply trying to keep up with us. Attempted duplication without invitation. You tell me what the highest form of flattery is. It's invitation. So, the next time you pass a mirror, honey, you look at yourself in the face and you whisper, girl, you are so beautiful. I mean, look at us. We are just done right. From the curvature of our nose and lips to the fullness of our thighs and hips, like the hair texture. I mean, that good stuff, that 4C or 2A and everything in between. Look at your skin. The way it naturally glows, whether butter enhanced by shea or coconut or any other OBE concoction, honey, you are undeniably stunning. Yes, brown girl, you are beautiful. I mean, inside your core, beautiful. Not the kind you wipe away at the end of the day. It's not contingent on whether anyone notices, comes, goes, or stays. You are enough. Your melanin is popping and your heart is beautiful too. You have a brilliant mind, a beautiful smile. You're talented and special with your very own style. See, these are the things we should have heard as a child. So just in case, let me address the little girl in you and remind her that she has always been beautiful too. I hope you take this in. And when you get the chance, you say it over and over and over again, because this is me grabbing you by the face and looking you in the eyes and saying, hey, brown girl, you are beautiful, because it's definitely time that you knew it. Thank you. All right. Where are my sunglasses?
Gosh, yes. Put the sunglasses on. Put the sunglasses on. Brown girl.
Brown girl.
Asha, take them glasses off.
Yes, honey.
You did that.
Thank you, honey. You did that. That's us. That's what we do. Like that, and I wanted to do that piece because I know there's not everybody understands what it feels like to carry this feeling, but you get it. You get it. And I appreciate you for it. All right. That's my cue.
That's your cue. Asha, thank you. Thank you for sharing your heart with us.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Tom. Love
Good
you.
night, everybody. Now we're going to leave you just like that.
We're going to leave it. Come on. Where you at?
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Dear girl.
Dear girls, it's beauty time.
It's beauty time. And just like that, we out.
Yeah.
Did I do it? We so corny.
We're not corny. We extra. We extra.
My son was like, Mom, don't do that. Mom,
I think we're still live. We're still live. I think all the little girls, who get told that they extra and all that kind of stuff in school.
But they need to listen to it because I mean it's true. They say I talk too much. Sure do.
Sure do. It's a whole program. It's several books.
Yes, sure do.
And I get paid to do it. So anyone that wants to hire me to speak on the stage, I talk too much. Please, I'm here for it.
Yes, yeah. So
Hey,
just like that,
hey.
we're gonna let y'all go just like
Yeah.
that. Everybody.
Thank you all. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know how to cut this off.
All right, we're gonna dance. We're gonna rock.